I understand that you started working on the story before the Moonlight Madness. But what made you want to tell this story?
It was a documentary, man. This documentary by Dre and Zach. I watched it. I was shocked I had not heard of Claressa Shields, didn't know who she was, and the documentary did such a good job of telling her story, of allowing her to represent herself in a very full way, and just knowing that this young woman from Flint, Michigan had achieved so much, without privilege, without a leg up. I was moved, and I was so moved that I thought, there's got to be a way for me to take my voice and amplify hers.
Now, getting Ryan on board, a lot of people did not know that she can have the chops for this, but she absolutely did amazing. But getting her on board, the belief in that, what was it like to get her and Brian?
Yeah, I mean, Brian I've worked with before in the past, so I know exactly what Brian can do. With Ryan, it was awesome. Rachel, she left no stone unturned. And she put all these young women through their paces, auditioning for the role because, Claressa's not just your average person, You gotta fully represent exactly. You gotta fully represent this. And Ryan, she came in, and she just had the same energy, And if you see them side by side, there's a little height differential, but it's not about that. It's about the energy, and that's what Ryan brought to the role.
What I love about this film is about the inspiration of the people around us. For you, you've inspired millions of people, especially young black creatives. Who inspires you, and who brings out the fire within you?
People like Claressa, man. That's why I love this documentary. The films I've made, Moonlight, you have the character Chiron, Underground Railroad's Cora, Beale Street Could Talk is Tish. These are not famous people. Nothing wrong with making biopics about famous people. These are not they're just everyday people who are yearning for something. Claressa Shields is a real-life, everyday person who was yearning for something, and she achieved it. There's nothing more inspiring than that. So those are people I look up to, people like Claressa for sure. And I want to go back to the other question you asked, too, about Ryan. Because I didn't know Ryan Destiny before the auditions for this film. And so I thought, oh, she's just a tomboy, right? And then I went and looked up all her performance and her singing and stuff. I was like, she is not this person at all. That's how deep she went for this performance, so shout out to her.
Now, last question, we have Mufasa coming up, and obviously Blue Ivy's playing Kiara. In the future, can we see a Kiara movie?
Oh, you'll get me in trouble, man. I can't answer that question. It's nice to meet you, bro.